Hello, Cosmic Darling. Welcome to December. We've reached another month. Yeah. So I'm Danielle Mercurio. I'm here to give you your December 2014 forecast. And for those of you that watched my videos before, you know that I'm always super jazzed up at every start of the month. And of course, this month is no exception. We have such an amazing, magical lineup for the next few weeks ahead. There are going to be miracles and just celebration and joy and just a sigh of relief as we look back on the past year, how it's gone for us, and what we're excited about and want to hold on to and manifest further for 2015. So take notes because I'm going to go through the highlights of everything that's coming up, but it is a lot. So just bear with me. If you have questions, you can contact me. We'll deal with all that later. But let's get to the juice right now. So December, we're here, we did it, and I think that a lot of you are already feeling kind of the love, right? The self-love, the love for everybody else. The holiday season is upon us, and we're taking on this gorgeous Sagittarian energy that comes with this season. So the sun is in Sagittarius right now, and Sagittarians are definitely the adventurous ones, the people that you can always just go to when you want to have a good time and you need someone to cheer you up, and they're just always there for you. And that's something that I always love about Sagittarians, and it's time for you to take on that energy for the next few weeks while we're in Sagittarian season. So the big highlight that I want to note, we're going to be shifting into the full moon on December 6th. That's Saturday. So the full moon is going to be in Gemini. Now, for those of you that watched my new moon in Sag video that came out a couple of weeks ago, I talked about this idea that it's going to be a super fertile time for our desires, for what it is that we want to manifest. And I asked that you just had picked a couple things that you really were ready to go big on, and then the universe can kind of take it from there. And some of you even made a list. One person made a manformation, which was really awesome. She shared it with me, and it had everything that she was affirming to in her desires when it came to men. So I'm very excited for her. So if you have that list, I have mine. It's still cooking in my little trinket box here. No peeking. Take that out on December 6th. And on December 6th, when we have this full moon in Gemini, it's going to be a time where you don't have to make decisions anymore. You can ultimately surrender to the full moon energy and ask that the universe take it over from here on out, to release any stress, release any worry, release any tension that you have around what it is that you want, and just offer it up. And offer it up in a space that you know it's going to happen. The key ingredient for manifestation is to trust and to understand that you already are what you want. And if you can really embody that, it's really going to work for you going forward, because like I had mentioned also in my last video, Jupiter is going retrograde on December 8th. And of course, people get scared when they hear the word retrograde. This is a great thing when it comes to Jupiter. It is going to supercharge everything that you had from the full moon manifestation list that you had made. So what's going to happen is it is going to project where your future is going to go. Jupiter is all about expansion, prosperity, good luck, and future thoughts. So again, I really want you to just sit back and think about who you are now and how that relates to who future you is, and connect the dots. Put yourself in future state now. The more that you can convince yourself, the more that you can know you are all the things that you want to attract, it will just happen in that way. So again, Jupiter goes retrograde December 8th all the way until April 8th. And that will be a time where everything that you want is going to start to build and start to multiply and start to attract to you. And it's going to do a lot of it on its own, which is great. The universe is really in that space to just bring it forward to you because it loves you and thinks you're fabulous. And you're also in the space to accept it and receive it because you know you're fabulous and you know you deserve it and you know that it's freaking time, right? So that's all going to be happening, which is really cool, really exciting. As we continue to move through, we have another interesting thing going on. Uranus is going to be squaring Pluto. So what that means, this is going to be on December 15th. Uranus is the planet of new beliefs, new thoughts, kind of being just a new thinker. And then we have Pluto, which is all about just transformation, what you can move ahead. So there's going to be this, basically what's happening is Uranus and Pluto are going to be supporting what's going on with Jupiter, with shifting your desires ahead. And what it's going to do is it's going to create some big shifts for you. It's going to create some big transformations to occur, but you may not like it. This happens a lot. When we ask for change, we get it, and then we realize, oh wait, that means I have to give something up. You have to be okay with giving something up in order to receive. You can only get what you give out. There is an equal balance. Things can only, if you push a ball, this far, it can only come back this far. It's not going to all of a sudden go all the way up here. It doesn't have that capability. So there's this momentum that's going on. So with this change on December 15th, I really want you to just hold tight, breathe out, and just realize that it's okay. The things that are being removed for you are being removed in order to receive, in order to really maximize your potential. And you can help too. Cut out any excess, and that can be in your home. This is a great time to give, donate clothes, get rid of any extra just clutter that you have lying around. Your finances as well, seeing where you can cut back on. In order to receive more money, you need to make the space for it. And so instead of spending all of your money, maybe find a way to use it more productively so that you can attract more of a productive nature to occur. And I know it's the holidays, so you're thinking, my goodness, I have to get gifts and I have to donate money here and do all this. Find different ways. Find different ways to donate your time, your productivity, make more of your gifts. Just have fun. Be creative. Use that side of you. Sagittarians are super creative. Use that sun's energy to help you get rid of some of the excess that you don't need anymore in your life. So then from there, we hit December 21st, which is the winter solstice. Winter solstice is, back in the day, all the Wiccans and all the cool people that, New Age people that we would love today would celebrate the winter solstice as if it were January 1st, as if it were the new year. And that's because it's the time where the sun is rebirthed, so to speak. We have the darkest day of the year on that day, but then what happens is each day that follows, it'll start to get lighter and lighter and lighter again until eventually we hit the more light seasons of spring and summer. So it's a time to just really honor your commitments, honor who you are, and be excited about change. Be excited about what's coming. Be excited about potential. And the day that follows, we move into Capricorn. The sun moves into Capricorn and the new moon falls into Capricorn as well at this time. And so Capricorn is a great sign when it comes to motivation, getting to work, letting everything kind of fall into place. They're really great about timelines and locking in schedules and really focusing, like fine-tuned focus on what it is that they want. They're hard workers. They are definitely the type that they put in a hard day's work and they get rewarded for it. And so that's something that you can take on as well as we enter this time. And with the new moon in Capricorn, I want you to kind of think more about all these things that you have been writing down for the universe for it to make a reality for you, and start to think about, okay, have I gotten any signs since the full moon on December 6th? Have I noticed anything now that Jupiter is in retrograde of where I need to focus, where the growth may be? And once you can kind of tune into what those areas might be, go for it. Get to work, okay? So this is definitely, miracles take work. And the universe is putting you in a place where you'll have the motivation and the know-how to do so. So that's going to be kind of big, groovy shifts that are happening. Other things that are going on. Okay, so December 23rd. This is another big date. Saturn is moving out of Scorpio. It's been in Scorpio for a super long time. Like, I'm talking 3+ years. It's been hanging out in Scorpio. It's going to move into Sagittarius for a good amount of time. We're looking at years again. And what happens is Saturn is kind of the leader. It's the person or the planet that focuses on career. And now that it's going to be out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius, it's going to look at your career in a new, fresh way, looking at where you can be a leader again, in a new way. There's a whole shift in consciousness going on. The way that we look at leadership is changing. It's not all about rankings anymore. It's more about relatability. It's more about meeting people where they're at. And if you can do that, if you can start to structure your career in a way where you're getting really down to resonating with people, who they are, and not looking so much to be ahead of everyone else or better than everyone else, then you're really in a position where not only are you going to attract more people to you, you're going to change your financial income as well. It's an opportunity for you to increase your revenue. The more that you can follow a Sagittarian way when it comes to your business, the more productivity is going to emerge, the more clients are going to come, and the easier it's going to be, and money is just going to naturally be attracted to you. Wealth will be just a magnet to everything that you're doing. So it's a really, really just awesome time for abundance and for money, and it's just going to continue to build as we get into 2015. So another thing I like to do when we do our forecast is that we got to bring in the tarot, right? Or we got to bring in the cards, the oracle. What do they have to say? And so for today's reading, I was told by the powers that be that I should use the Life Purposes Oracle deck from Doreen Virtue. So we're going to pull a card from this, and we're going to see how it resonates with you. And as I shuffle, I want you to just think about what is it that you want to know right now? What is it that is really just burning in your mind, and you feel like this card could maybe give you a little bit of leeway, a little bit of insight as to where you're headed next. Perhaps it will relate to where your focus should go once we hit the full moon and the Jupiter retrograde, or maybe it's just how, you know, your relationships are panning out. Who knows? Your life purpose can mean a lot of things. So just kind of think a little bit as I shuffle. Almost done. I love shuffling. Okay. Books. Okay, so for those of you that know me, I've been pulling the books card a lot recently. So you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So this can mean so many things. It could mean picking up a book and reading it. Is there a topic that you need to know more about? Is it that you are starting your own business and you're not sure where to start? Maybe that's where books come in. Maybe it's meaning that you need to start writing more, and maybe writing more as far as journaling for yourself. Or maybe it means writing more for other people, for an audience, starting a blog. Or maybe it literally means you writing a book, becoming an author, getting into that space, exploring it, maybe starting small with an ebook and seeing how you do, and go from there. Again, it says you connect your life purpose through the involvement of books. What thought came to you first when I pulled that card? That's it. Go with it. Move forward. So I love it. So, okay, I feel like I gave you a lot of stuff for this month ahead, and you know, it's a jam-packed one, but really the overall theme with all the planets, with all the motions, with all the direction that's going on is honestly freedom. And the freedom to do what you want to do, and do it in a way that's filled with love. To do it in a way that's different than all the ways that you thought you had to do it before. How can you start to think in a new way? How can you start to challenge yourself in a way that really will do you more good, right? And really do other people good in the process. This is just all about shifting how you saw things before, and how you can start to see things differently, and how you can move them ahead. That's really the space that we're in right now, and it's exciting, right? It's just a shift. It's just saying that, you know what? It doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be so difficult. Life can be a joyous occasion, and life should be celebrated. And here's your time to figure out your way to do it, and to figure out how you can be shining brightest to all, and feel that light within yourself as well. So December is magical. December is a place to really just hold yourself in the highest regard. Watch out for any of that victim energy, or feeling why me, or kind of getting stubborn about any change that may be happening, and just know that it's for your highest good. Know that it is for your better self. And I'm overwhelmed with just happiness for you, because I see the shifts starting already. I see the changes. I see the willingness to open up, the willingness to try something new. And I adore you for that, and I'm in awe of you for it. So just keep it up. I'm really excited for you. Keep me posted on how things are going. I love getting your feedback. I love seeing your work as you go along. So keep me posted. If you want to know more about how it's going to relate to your particular sign, I do write a monthly horoscope on Daria Awaken, which will be posted shortly. And comment below, email me, Danielle@DanielleMercurio.com, and we'll talk from there. So have a beautiful month. Happy holidays to you all. And we will talk in 2015 for the January monthly forecast. I know it's going to be completely freaking fantastic. Till then,